What's up, guys? This is our last night here. We chose to go to this little local restaurant right here. It's called Com Tam Saigon.
Just two kind of pork chop and rice.
And this is the name, Com Tam Saigon. Fluffy is trying to place the order right now. And this is the restaurant. And this is our last night in Wien Yon. Got a little bit of a bitter taste. I'll let Fluffy tell the story because you guys always think I exaggerate or something, but I'll tell you guys a crazy story in a minute when some more people pop in the room. But I'm grabbing these pork chops. Actually look pretty damn good. What's up, Mega? I always call you Mega, but I can't. I'll just call you Meg. Can I have an Anthong tour? The only real Anthong tours that I do is that service package that I offer, and that's a limited time. I don't know. I'm still on the fence if I'm gonna pull that service down and stop doing it, but as of now, it's still open. So it's still open, it's up and running, but I haven't been promoting it or pushing it in a while. I used to advertise it on each YouTube video, but as of now, I'm debating about pulling that off, and it's only available. Come on. Come on. Thank you. So she actually helped us out on ordering this right here. Bye-bye. I am at work. Can't watch you for a long time. Happy to see you both. Yeah, we're in the city of Wien Yon right now. So, I'm surprised Fluffy didn't... Fluffy, did you get the pork chop? Did you get the chicken? I'm shocked that Fluffy didn't get this big leg, but I got the pork chop. I got the egg. Fluffy, I want the green little stuff. I love that stuff. And then I'll get a drink too, Fluffy. Should I grab it or do they grab it?
The drink? Just
grab it. Don't stop doing it. So... There's nothing wrong with it. It's just lately I haven't really been getting any customers, and also we'll grab one of these. And also it is time consuming, guys. So like I can't really travel. Like right now I kind of had to turn the service off because if someone books it and they're coming here. Fluffy, do you want something to drink? So the only thing is, if I was kind of booming with business, I would probably keep it on, but I average just one customer a month. So as of now, it's still open. I also get this too. I didn't get an egg.
No, this is...
Yeah. I haven't, I think, I definitely got it sorted out, but I don't know if I've actually popped it up on any videos. No, I haven't reported. I'll check. We almost got ripped off. Well, we didn't almost get ripped off because I refused to pay the guy. But there was something else I wanted, Fluster.
What?
So we'll tell the story and I'll let Fluffy fill in some of the details. So we got a grab. For some reason, Zon SM was not working. It's always worked here so far. So we said, okay, screw it. Let's order Grab. Grab, obviously, 3 times the price. So for the InDrive, or no, for the Zon, it was 12,000, right? So didn't, whatever, okay, scrap it up. We'll take a Grab. We order Grab Taxi. Grab Taxi says it'll be between 14, not 40, but 14 and 16, meaning under 20,000. So we get here. And Fluffy says, how much do we owe you? And he goes, 40. And I go, 40? And he laughs and goes, yeah, 40. And I go, come on, dude, stop. And then luckily something told me, take a screenshot of the price. So I said, dude, come on. And I showed him the picture and then he laughed and said, yeah, 40. Okay, 20. And I said, dude, you're trying to rip me off. But he said, okay, 20. And I said, okay, screw it, whatever. I'll give him 20,000. But it was only supposed to be 14, 15, or 16. But he tried to screw us. Fluffy, what did he say? Give them a breakdown.
No, he said, I asked him, I told him meter, and then he just ignored the meter. And then I said, no, grab 20. And then...
Yeah, he got out and said 40 and with a big smile. It's like 40? No. 40 is... We only went like 10, 12 blocks. Like, he was out of his mind. So it was on Grab too. I'm debating about reporting him. I might not, but whatever. I just hate when people, it's just very shady. And he had a big smile on his face like he knew what he was doing. And it's with Grab. It wasn't like some regular little taxi, man. Pissed me off. And then he said something to me in Vietnamese when I walked out, which, whatever. I might report him, but screw it. If I remember by the time we get to the hotel. But it's crazy. Crazy. Even if we wouldn't have took the Grab taxi, the highest price for Grab was $31,000. He was trying to gouge me. Even if I would have just done the regular Grab Premium was $31,000. I took the Grab taxi, which is cheaper and supposed to be metered. So not only did he not turn the meter on, which was on purpose, but then he tried to charge me freaking 3 times the price and laugh about it. And then when I got out of the car, speak in Vietnamese. Apartment videos, I missed that part. You sorted out apartment videos, maybe not, but maybe hotel videos. I might, like, I think what's reasonable is one hotel video per month. I could probably do. Probably not apartments, because apartments we're not really looking for right now, so maybe hotels. Yeah, I'm sure he scams. Well, there's not many tourists that come in here, so I think when he saw us, he was like, oh yeah, here's our big payday for today. But I told him, I said, dude, I said, you're crazy. And I looked at him, I shook my head. And I showed him the picture, and he goes, okay, 20. And I go, no. I said, it's 14 or 16. And then I showed him a picture because I screenshotted his name, and I had his picture, and I showed him, hey, I have your picture, I have your name. Okay, 20. If we get home and I remember, I will, but let's not read it. Fluffy would say, let him be. Fluffy, let him be.
You're working.
It wouldn't help. I'm sure that he probably called me bad names. Probably like, oh, this motherfucker or something like that. He wasn't saying anything nice. But I showed him the screenshot. Something told me when we got in the Grab, because it was a taxi. It wasn't a regular Grab Premium or whatever it's called. It was a Grab taxi where it's metered. He didn't turn on the meter, and I screenshotted it. Yeah. I screenshotted his name and the price. And then I'm sure, even if I would have known Vietnamese, I would have said, fucking asshole or something like that. I'm sure that's what he said, but screw him. But Fluffy even told him when she got in the car, she goes, meter. And he just blew it off. He didn't say anything. He didn't even respond. I don't know what he said. I was out of the car and he yelled something, and that's when I took a picture of the front of his license plate. And then he just took off after I did that. David, what's up, buddy? Actually, it's good that I didn't know Vietnamese. I probably wouldn't want to hear what he said. He probably called me fucking asshole American or something like that.
David, is that Tony?
No, David Sayat.
Because remember Tony's David?
Yeah, but I don't even think he has a real name on his YouTube.
Tony. It's been a year since we last saw Tony.
Mm-hmm. Little scammy. What's up, JV? JV, I got a soda tonight. I didn't bring my water. Can I ask for some scissors? I want to cut it myself. I don't really care if she cuts it. I just want to cut mine. I feel entitled when they come over and they cut it. I just want to get scissors and cut it myself. There we go. I hate feeling all privileged. Well, Fluffster. I'm just digging in right now. We just got a regular pork chop meal. A lot of restaurants here close at 9 o'clock and early. Unless we just don't know the spots, but a lot of the places that we go to, everything closes. So we had to get in. That's good, but maybe this cut right here. This one. Bonet. Which one had the best? Didn't have. Did I have Bon? No, I did not have Bonet in Nha Trang. I had it in Tuy Hoa, which was a little more tomato based. David, man, I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very, very much. David, big thumbs up. Thank you.
Why
Thank you.
does David Saya sounds familiar?
Maybe he's a celebrity.
David Saya, like
Bonet, I had the tomato based one in Tuy Hoa, which was still good. It just was a little bit more tangy. He's Thai. He's a Thai celebrity.
David Saya.
I had a Bonet here. I can't properly judge the Bonet that I had here because they give very little meat. But to be fair, it's only 25,000. So if I got two of them, if I had to pick, I would probably pick the one here that I have because the bread is really good. It has the classic Bonet sauce. The only gripe I can say about it, they only give you like 3 little pieces of tiny meat. But to be fair, my Bonet in Da Nang is 40, and here it's 25. So if I got 2 of them, it would probably be the same size. But I think the Bonet here is a little more classic. The one in Tuy Hoa was a little more tangy and tomato based. No, we're going back tomorrow. We're taking the train. I booked the train, so there's the updated news. We booked the train for 8:20 in the morning. So we will be back in Da Nang in the afternoon tomorrow. We were in Da Nang in March, so were we. We were there the whole time.
No, this is the David Saya I know. The Puerto Rican actor.
Maybe you're a Puerto Rican actor.
The David Saya from Thailand is a pastor.
Wow, maybe David Saya, are you a pastor? I love fresh baked Vietnam bread. Usually the breads are always good at the Bonet. Sometimes some of them are just a little better. They're a little more fresh. And sometimes I like the little bit crispy, just a little bit crispy on the outside and really soft on the inside. That's the ones that I like. Did I have an egg? Yeah, I had 2 eggs. What?
3 eggs.
I'm like Philip. I'm turning into Philip. 3 eggs a day. We are in Nguyen Nhân. This is our last. We have about 12 hours, probably a little less. Nguyen Nhân, we stopped at it again because it's the middle point of Nha Trang and Da Nang. So we don't want to do that long 10-hour train ride. So we stopped in Nguyen Nhân yesterday. We've been here since yesterday and doing a little layover until tomorrow. So here we are. We are getting up early for the train. Look, I got the sarsaparilla root beer Mirinda. Buffy, how many sodas have I had on this trip? Maybe 2. I think this is my second one. I'm in Florida. Wow, very nice. I've been to Florida only one time. No. Twice. I've been to Florida twice.
Is it humid in Florida?
Yes, it's humid. It's very Asian-like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we spent 2 days now in Nguyen Nhân. And remember, the first 2 days we were here. So we actually spent a total of 4 days, but 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end. West Palm Beach, that's where I landed, and that's where my grandma lived in a city called Stewart, Florida. I stayed there for about a week. I went to St. Augustine, I went to Orlando, I went to Miami, and I feel like I went to Fort Lauderdale. That's where I went to. Man, so shockingly, the ticket going back to Da Nang is shockingly the most expensive. So the ticket going back was exactly $10. That's our most expensive train ticket going back. All of our tickets before ranged from $3 to like $8.
I feel like it's because first our train is maybe nice,
It's not, because remember, Fluffy, the SE12 is the same price.
but one is like, I feel like when you go to Da Nang and you're from this city, you're a tourist, you're trapped. Because
Maybe.
like maybe Da Nang is the only near international airport, or you have to go back to to Nha Trang, because like you have to check the distance.
Hmm.
So like I feel like they're thinking, oh, this is a foreigner, maybe he's traveling.
I mean,
don't know.
we just went from Nha Trang to Wien Yan, and it was like how much was it? 160 or something. It was like 100,000 cheaper, and it's literally the same distance. Nha Trang to Wien Yan is the same distance from Wien Yan to Da Nang, but it definitely was more expensive.
Oh my goodness.
What, Fluffster?
I stress the lady so much. They have the prices there.
Mm.
See, suon is what I'm eating now. Suon trong is what you're eating. Trong is egg.
Then what
Fried
is
egg.
Cam Tam?
Rice meal, I think. Suon is another term they use.
Hmm.
I think when you say kampan, it's rice meal. And then
What is Kam? Rice?
rice.
What is Tam?
I don't know, meal? Cham?
Meal?
Cham. It's, I think, cham. I want to have a simple restaurant that serves only
Pork chop.
this kind of meal. Like,
Pork chop, rice, and egg.
I want a simple restaurant that just serves 3 meals, same meals a day.
3 meals a day. I don't think I've ever had bone twice in a day. Once is usually my limit. And in Da Nang, it's usually once a week. I think maybe once or twice. I've had it twice in a week. Usually one is my limit for a week, but out here I wanted to try bonnets in different cities. It's regular pork chop. I have not really ever had a bad pork chop. They're usually pretty much the same. The only bad one I think I would say, the worst one I've had out of all of them was in Tui Hua. It was like beef jerky. But pretty much, they always taste the same to me. The only difference is usually the rice. This rice was more of a yellow rice. Usually it's just white rice. But I'd say practically the same. Fluffy, are you going to be happy to be back in Da Nang?
No,
No. Why no?
because that means the trip is over.
The
I'm
trip is...
happy with seeing our friends and like the regular restaurant. But
You have friends?
of course, you're the only one who doesn't have friends.
I'm the only one that doesn't have friends.
Yeah. We don't like friends.
This is kind of either a chicken or a pork chop place. Usually these places have chicken, pork chop, and sometimes fish. It's usually through 3 items on the menu. Either chicken, pork chop, or fish.
Look, they have a bird there.
Fluffy said they have a bird there. Where? Oh, right there. Fluffy, what if you came in and said, "Can I get the bird for dinner?"
No, get out.
Can I get the bird for dinner? Roasted? That was good.
I feel like there's more restaurants here.
Maybe. Fluffy.
Excuse me.
Pork chop, rice, and egg, I think 30,000, right? Was it 30,000?
Yeah.
Pork chop, rice, and egg, 30,000.
This is something that you can find in Nha Trang.
Not trying would be 130,000.
True. No, maybe 90,000.
No, to be fair, we got the pork chop, the rice, and the fried egg the first day in a hole in the wall, small place, smaller than this, and it was 45,000, which is literally double. I always like the soda. This is kind of my third favorite out of the Mirindas, but it's still not bad. My favorite is the orange Mirinda. The cream soda is number 2. Ooh, Fluffy. What if I wanted my soup? I don't want it. Fluffy got all my cucumbers, my soup. You know what we didn't get this time? The pickled carrots or whatever.
They substituted with the cabbage. pickle.
Cabbage. So if you guys are interested in Mirinda, orange is the best. Cream soda is the second. And the sarsaparilla, whatever this means in Vietnam, I Googled it, and it's basically like same as root beer, sarsaparilla or something. I don't know what this word means. What?
Your soda.
It is? No. Fluffy, you're already laughing.
No, it says there 25.
Let me see. It tastes just like root. I wouldn't say like a A&W mug, but it definitely is 80% close to a root beer. There's a little more sweetness and a little more I don't know, like herbal or something, but it's good. I don't mind this one. I'd rather have this one than the Philippines root beer. I like this one better than the Philippines root beer.
What's Philippines root beer?
I don't know. There was one that was like a blue can. I had it and it was too medicine-y.
Oh, Sarsi.
It was too...
Sophie, you know what? When we were kids, they drink the Sarsi.
For medicine.
No, they put raw egg on it and then
What
they
the
mix
hell?
it.
What was that about?
Yeah, I think
Sorry. Yeah, what is she laughing about? That's what I was saying too.
it's raw egg.
Sarsaparilla, yeah, that's like the key ingredient. Fluffy, do you feel like people here are maybe not as nice?
Yeah.
I get that feeling. I didn't really get it before, so maybe it's just a bad day. But because I would have refused to get scammed. But the Grab driver tried to scam us. The lady over here was giving me a dirty look. But the kids are very nice. Oh, even the kid stared at me today at Bonet. That kid was in a trance. He was just staring at, like, he was like boxing, like, you know that you do the weigh-in and you just stare at your opponent. He was doing that for a good minute, right in front of our breakfast table. Not bad though. I'm happy with it. I'm thinking 60, 75. I'm guessing 75.
Plus your soda.
30, 30, 60, right? And I'm guessing 15 for the soda. 55. You got the same thing as me, right? 30 and 30 is 60. I think 75. How many days? We spent 2 days now, and we spent 2 days at the beginning of the trip. So we spent a total of 4 days, but 2 at the front, 2 at the back. 3 in Nha Trang, 2 in Tuy Hoa. So we spent 4, 7. We spent 9 days on this trip. Our
Are we
trip,
ready?
yep. Our trip was originally only supposed to be 7 days, but then I realized we couldn't really do 7. 7 was too quick for that many days, for that many cities. So it was really supposed to be 8 when we sat down and looked at the realistic dates. And then we stayed an extra day because the hotel was cheap, so we stayed. If you guys want, please go report D. Verwiggen. Just a troll, but I'll report him real quick. And if you guys feel free, go ahead and report him. Let's see which we should put. Pornography or sexually explicit material. Promotes terrorism. 70. Okay. Child abuse. Well, maybe child abuse is perfect for him. Now we'll put pornography. So I reported him. There we go.
Who's that?
D. Verwiggen. How much was it, Fluster?
7.
So I reported him. We will now block him. So if you guys, any of you else want to report him, do it now because I am going to kick him. And come on. 1:30. Yep.
You want to walk around here?
Try to Google. Let's try to look for a milk tea place or some kind of something. If not, worst case scenario, Fluffster, we could go back to the park, even the park that we went to, and maybe order a grab at the park. I reported you first, so as soon as I'm done counting my money, I will block you, but I wanted to make sure that everyone gets a chance to report you. So you'll have plenty of time to... Yeah, he's sending it to everybody. So he'll be banned in his mom's basement crying. For your comments, do you want me to pin him again? Here we go. So I've already reported you, so why did you delete your message? Crazy. The big bad troll got scared and deleted his messages. What a tough guy. What a tough guy. I already reported it, so it doesn't matter. It was reported already. But guess what? You lose because now you can't say anything. Have fun in mom's basement. So we paid. See if you see any... Mix you. What about Mix you? Fluffy's so sad she couldn't get Jollibee's pie.
I wanted to try the one by the lady early. Oh, she's closing.
What lady?
Where you got your chata. Happy life.
You see anything, Fluffster? We could
Gelato ice cream.
just look for something basic. If not, we can order something on Grab. We have a park to sit at, so we have much more options on Grab. But if there's something in walking vicinity to here that looks good, we can do that. If not, we can do Grab.
Maybe we can walk a little there.
Get the location to, how far are we to our place? Let's take a look at the map and let's try to follow that. So put that in and then we'll walk that path. And if we see anything, we'll stop.
600 meters.
It's about a mile, I think.
And then he's asking for 40,000.
It could be a while, I know. Fluffy's bad with directions.
No. We can go straight here and then left.
Okay. Let me finish the last sip of my soda. I highly, highly recommend. I've never seen Mirinda in the USA, but it's actually quickly becoming one of my favorited. Yeah, I already reported him before that. YouTube sees everything, so it doesn't matter. And you could still, even if they're deleted, you could still report that message, and YouTube has the ability to see them. Yeah, Fluffy, why'd you burp?
Excuse you. When you burp on your channel, they'll even message me. Tell Will, excuse me. He burped on my face.
That was the person behind us. Look, that was this person. I heard him. We almost got ripped. Well, not almost, because I refused.
JV Joey's.
Fluffy, what is that fire? Oh, it's a reflection. Look, I saw this fire. Look, tell me if you guys see this. That fire looks like it's going by the scooter. I was like, oh my God, the scooter is going to burn that thing. But look, it was a reflection from right there. But it looks like it's over by the scooter. I was like, damn, the scooter's on fire. Look at that. But it's the reflection from that. I was like, oh, damn. We took the Grab taxi and it said 14 to 16,000. And we got out, the guy laughed. And he was like, 40,000, 40,000. I was like, dude, come on. I showed him the picture of the price. Okay, 20, okay, 20. I said, no. Then I showed him the screenshot. I showed him his picture on there. And I was nice. I actually gave him 20,000. It was only supposed to be 14 or 16. I said, whatever, give him 20,000, but not 40.
Are you ready?
And then, let me take my last sip. And then when I got out of the car, he said something in Vietnamese, so screw him. I swear though, guys, doesn't it look like he's about to get on? Look, it looks like he's about to get on a burning scooter.
Because
Because of the reflection. Which way are we going, Fluster? What is that?
That way.
Come on. Did you ask them what time they close, Fluffy? No? Okay. What time do you close? Let me see.
I'm home.
What time? What time do you close? 10? 9:30? Okay, come on. They close at 9:30, so I guess we just snuck in. That looks real, but it wasn't. Look, this is what it was. But it looked like it was on his thing. This is where they cook your pork chops. I would love to have one of those. Fluffy, watch the traffic behind you. So this is our last few hours. We have a train coming back at 8:20 in the morning. So we got to go home. We got to pack in a little bit.
Oh, there's a pretty lot of you can check your food.
I have everything.
Cute.
That's so cute. Sometimes I hate coming back to cities a second time. Because sometimes if you liked them really a lot the first time, sometimes the second time is kind of bad. Kind of like sequels and movies, because I loved Ilo the first time I went there. It was like almost my favorite city in Vietnam. Then we went back the second time to Ilo. And I'm not going to say I didn't like it, but I didn't like it as much as the first time. I went to Wien Yon the first time.
Sometimes remember you discover things and then the things that the new things that you discover are the things that you...
This is another thing we discovered more of. Fluffy doesn't like the garbage. So there's garbage a lot. We've noticed at least this second trip. So I can't judge the overall city on just this second trip. But the second time we came back here, people don't seem as friendly as they did the first time. Not sure why. Maybe it's just a bad day. Plus the garbage.
The ones that are really friendly are people from Hue. I feel like because they're more used to tourists.
Usually it's the opposite though, in my opinion. Xin chào. As soon as I said that, like, not so many nice people, that lady was very nice. That's why I said I can't really judge it by this time. I just observed though. But I don't remember it being this dirty the first time we went last year. Don't know if we just completely went down other random streets or if it got dirtier over the past year, not sure. But there's a lot of these little, oh, look at, there's the flan. I don't know, that's what we're kind of trying to find now. We're walking back towards our hotel. We're gonna try to find something. Go, Fluster, go. You're blocking me. If we find something, we will get something. If not, we could possibly order Grab and sit at the park and get Grab delivered to us. So we will see. No, we have not seen one banana fritters person. We haven't even seen a cart that fries anything. Fluffy, have we seen a cart that fries anything? No. No banana fritters, unfortunately. But this is the best restaurant for our rice paper spring rolls. Here we go. Is that a bakery? That might be a bakery.
Yeah.
What is this one, Fluster? Behind us. What is that place?
Watch out.
What is that place behind us, Fluffy? The stand. Cookie?
Tea.
Let's go take a look at this bakery. Some of these bakeries fool us though, because you'll be like, oh, bakery, and it's always savory. It's never sweet. But let's see. Oh, you know, they got sweet stuff. There we go. We got some options. Let's see. What is that?
Ooh,
Gelato?
Gato flan.
What is that?
Gato is cat.
Oh, I thought it was gelato.
Gato is cat.
I thought it was gelato.
And oh, it's like flan with.
That looks kind of interesting.
Did we get
Fluffy,
that?
there's our. We had 2 packs of cream puffs.
Kuon Chem 45.
What is that one? I think our only choice is realistically
This one.
is this one or this one.
Yeah.
Ask what this is. I don't know what this is.
Huh?
What is this?
What?
There's the flan. It's a flan with like
Gato flan.
something at the bottom with some kind of
Flan
cake.
with- yeah.
Fluffy, ask what is it? Xin chào. Oh, there's a tiramisu. Fluffy, look at this one. Oh, a mousse. There's a couple of other options. Panna cotta. Mousse. Ooh.
Oh, with caramel.
It has chocolate sponge cake with layers of sponge
and
caramel. That's interesting, but look at this, Fluffy. There's a mousse.
No, I don't like
And what about this mousse?
No, that's
What about
passion
panna
fruit.
cotta?
Panna cotta.
Look at this. What is that?
Huh? This is savory.
What is this one? Kem trung?
This is egg custard. You're like, what is this? What is this?
Because I kind of like, I definitely want to try that one.
I want this, but I kind of like this one, but
No.
it's chocolate.
I think that one's the best, Fluster.
Yeah, we'll get this
I think
one.
that and one of these.
Of what? Panna,
I was
panna
either thinking the
cotta.
chocolate mousse or this one. Is this one sweet?
This looks dry.
So then what about, if that one looks,
Kentron, this is egg.
is that
milk egg.
sweet?
Yeah.
So
This is tiramisu.
I don't want that.
Mousse can. This
Eat.
is passion fruit.
Either that, or that.
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, one
Mot.
and one. Yeah, I always use the Google Translate app, and I hit the microphone button much, much, much easier. Fluffy, what are those? Cheese something.
Milk. Mochi chocolate. For my cheese. Oh, how did you know for my is cheese?
My or something is cheese. Faux or something. No, my.
For the train? Oh.
Our dinner was $70 for everything. We got 2 pork chop meals and a soda, and it was $70,000. Our dinner, our dessert is more than
For
our
the
dinner.
train.
Huh? How much?
60.
This was almost as much. Come on. Spoon? Do we have spoon? Do we have spoon?
Yeah.
Our dessert was as much as our dinner.
This looks good. You don't want
Come on.
snacks for the tray?
Do you want to get that or you want to go to the grocery store? Either one.
What
Do you think, is
grocery?
that sweet? Is it dry? What is it? Here.
Is do? Do? Is there do? Oh yeah, Is this sweet?
The bread.
No.
No.
Okay,
I don't want that.
cheese.
I don't want
Come
that.
on.
Come on. Let's go before Fluffy starts getting everything. Dessert was 70 because we each got one. We're gonna share though. Fluffy, I think these are buns. Fluffy, those are buns. So there's some buns right there. Are we gonna cross?
Watch out.
I know, Fluffy. Which way? This way, straight? No banana fritters, man. No banana fritters here. Fluffy, how rude of you to burp. Fluffy, keep up.
I think it's the other left.
If we go down the wrong way, you're paying for Grab because you could never figure out directions.
So funny.
Garbage.
See?
See?
It's in the middle of the road.
In the middle of the road. Everyone's out riding bikes tonight.
I want to walk on that wet thing.
Little local restaurant here. You guys headed to the park? Yeah, we're heading back to our hotel area. So there's two parks there. There's the park that we have across the street. And then there's like a lit up heart, bigger park that we'll probably pass through. Fluffy said, oh, we never been to that part of the park with the hearts.
Yeah, we've never been there.
That's exactly how you sounded. I don't know where we're actually at. I still can't remember. Because we've never been on this part of Weenyon. This is the farthest this direction we went.
From Moon now. But it seems like this area has more locals.
Yeah, I think this is more of a local area. The streets are darker. Well, this is not a tourist city in the first place. Hello. Take a picture? Is that me?
What's that?
I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's us. Where is that?
Where is that?
Someone's watching our live stream, I guess.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That lady's going crazy. That was weird.
Yeah, she was like,
You guys see that? I guess so. I don't know. That was either like a very enthusiastic fan or that was a psycho. But whoever's watching us, hello.
yeah.
I think it was over here.
You smell that, Fluffy?
No. Did you take a shower?
No, it smells good.
I don't know. That lady, I was like, I don't know if like she saw like an American for the first time and then like she was like, look, I'm showing them. And then what happened was she showed us on camera. That's crazy.
Oh, look at the flag.
The lady was screaming like she won the lottery though. Maybe she thought Fluffy was her relative. Let me show you guys. I think so. I think someone was watching our live stream. But it looked like it was to the left. So you know what I bet it was? I bet it was at that local restaurant because it was a few seconds behind. So someone was watching us at the live stream. Fluffy, you're a celebrity. Everyone where? Is this near us?
No,
Is this our park?
No, remember, there's the hearts that we haven't been to.
Yeah, we're near us. You're making.
There's Agribank.
There's Agribank.
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 That lady, she was going
look,
crazy.
This has table and
Wow.
someone move it because this is a chair.
A chair? I don't think so. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. That lady was going crazy, Fluffy.
Oh, no.
She was screaming.
Hello.
Like at first, like in USA, if someone was like that, I would be thinking we were getting set up for a robbery or something. It was like a distraction. But then I was like, is she taking a picture of us? What is she talking about?
She was taking a photo of us.
But then there was someone in the top left
I don't.
on that other screen. I don't know what that was. Look at this. This is very nice. Maybe that's them honking at us. They're like, we're watching your live stream.
There's no cross here.
Well, where are we going? I thought we were walking down to there. I thought we were walking to that monument.
Oh no, we're walking this way because this is ours.
Did you get your 10,000 steps in today, Fluffster?
Oh no, I can't.
Wow, Fluffy is a celebrity. She recognized you first.
Name.
Fluffy's becoming a local.
Who's watching us?
I don't know.
Welcome.
Maybe we're on the Truman Show. Where are we crossing, Fluffster? Here?
City of Winyo.
It feels a little cooler tonight. But thankfully, Fluffy left the AC on. Unfortunately, when we did the earlier live stream, I said, oh, I can't wait to get back to the AC. And Fluffy said, oh, I took the key out. I was like, why? I don't know. I'm like, Fluffy, you got to leave that in. I have no clue why she unplugged it.
We don't have a picture here.
Welcome to Winyon City. Let's watch, Fluffster. If we're going to go, you got to go. You got to go. You got to go, Fluffy. You got to go. I don't know. I think they are, but they're just a lighter color.
Take a photo of that turtle. Pink-like turtle.
I can't take photos. I'm on live stream.
Bobby, take a photo.
I can't take a picture. I'm on live stream.
No, you can just do like that to the live stream.
Here, I'm doing like that to the live stream.
Yeah.
Not a picture.
That's a portal for Cam.
Fluffy, go sit on it.
I don't like maybe they would
Beat you. See the lights?
the lights.
Where are all you guys at? You guys listening as a podcast, or did you guys get scared off by the lady?
Maybe your live stream is not.
I think it is, because usually I notice the numbers will drop if it cuts out.
Maybe I don't have a photo.
We don't have lots of pictures, I know, Fluffster. But you only tell me we don't have pictures when we're leaving. You never say it at the time.
Let's take a photo here. Oh, there's a pizza.
You get on and I jump on the other one and launch you across the park.
Let's take a selfie.
Make sure your screen is clean, which you never do.
You're filthy.
Come on, Fluffster.
1, 2, 3. Again, 1. How about the inside? There.
Tell me when you're ready.
You're ready. 1, 2, 3. Smile.
Screen or lens? New York City. Here's Times Square. Where are we gonna go, Fluffster? You guys, I love this ride. I've been on this ride twice already. And we spin this. I was sitting inside earlier if you guys see me at the beach. What are we doing now, Fluffster? 2 more? I don't think we got that many right now. When we started this live stream, we were at 14. We were at 86. So we needed 14. I don't think we got that many now. I don't think we got that many. I'll check when we sit down though. Fluffy, where are we gonna sit? Fluffy, her biggest description of her is indecisive. She never can make a decision. And then as soon as we sit at the seesaw, she'll, oh, wait, let's go back over here.
Yeah, that's what my mom said.
We just ate dinner. We ate dinner, Timothy. Double T. Double T. That could be his rap name, Double T. Not Iced Tea, but Double T. Fluffy, log into your Wi-Fi or the hotspot. Let's check our subscribers. Supposedly we're getting close. Supposedly we are getting close. Oh, there it is. Let's take a look, guys. Let's see. Damn, we only have 3,000 steps.
This.
Fluffy calls you Timothy all the time.
Timmy. Timothy Tran.
Let's see, where are we at on this? So when we started it, we were at 86. Let's see where we're at now. What are we at now? No, Dale, come on. We're still 11 away. So we need 11. 5,989. So we're 11 away. I think we probably realistically, if we do live stream, if I did uploaded videos, we would have been there, but I can't do any live uploaded videos till I get back in Danong and get back in work mode. I'm still Timmy at 64. I still call my brother Mikey. And he's 6 years younger than me. Look, we got dessert though, Tim. Oh! Ooh, good thing I almost dropped that. We got 2 desserts. This is like a Chem sponge cake. And then caramel something. Our desserts were the same price of our dinner. There's a decent amount, but remember, this is a much smaller city than Danong. This is a very local. Oh, you missed it, Tim. If you go back, actually go back about 10 minutes. We were walking down the street, and a local lady came out yelling and screaming. And we're like, what is this lady yelling at us for? She was like, ay, 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 and she was taking pictures of us and snapping pictures, and then she showed us her phone, and someone was live streaming us. So apparently someone's watching us from live stream out here. So if you go back right around 10 minutes, right after we left the dessert, after we left the dessert place, if you go back and look when we left this dessert place, about 10-ish, 15 to 10-ish minutes, go back and look. The lady was yelling. She was screaming. It was like when she saw Fluffy, she thought she hit the lottery. And we're like, what is she doing? And she was just standing there like taking pictures of us. And then she finally walked over to us and was like, look, look, look. And we could see us, but at a different angle. Go back, it's about 10 or 15 minutes. It's right after we left the bakery. It's about 3-4 minutes after the bakery. It's because it's a weekday. And this is Wien Yan. I mean, remember, people don't go on the beach. It's a weekday. It's a local place, man. It's not a tourist city. I would say we've had the weirdest... This city, I still like Wien Yan, but we had the weirdest interactions in Wien Yan. The kid that stared at me, he looked at me like this. He stood in front of our breakfast table this morning. He walked by and like he caught the corner of my eye, like, and he just stared me down for a whole minute. He was like a 9-year-old kid. And then the old lady, well, the older lady was yelling and screaming at Fluffy, oh my God, oh my God. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was kind of crazy. So I don't know who was live streaming. I think it was someone at that restaurant. Fluffy, dig in. Which one are we going to try?
I thought we were going to try both.
Of course we're going to try both. Tim said it didn't look good, so.
Really? Timothy. This one?
Let's see. Let me show you guys. Let's turn on the
White for
flashlight.
You. For me. White
Just
for you.
dig in
pink
first.
for me.
I just want to show them.
Jello.
So there's, is that Jello or is that flan? I'll feel bad if it's, I hate when they do that. Oh, it's chocolate and it's really freaking Jello, not flan. We bought that because it said flan. Really? Are you sure?
This is flan.
Oh, that's flan?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it might be
Flan
flan
in the
bottom, but
middle.
maybe Jello topping. Let me see. Let me double check. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Let me see. I swear it says 5,000.
The flan is
Hold on.
good.
So here's what ours says. 5,989. I believe this one because we were 14 short when we started.
Shout out to Dale.
Let me see if this is good.
The flan and the white one is good.
The white one? You had both already?
No, the white one part is good.
What is the cake? It's like chocolate cake?
Yeah.
Chocolate cake with flan. Yeah. I was thinking the cake part was more liquid. I didn't think it was chocolate cake, but it's okay. I'm not a chocolate fan, a chocolate cake fan. That, hold on, let me show them. Let me show them Fluffster. I think this is the one that I'll enjoy better. Let's see. But remember how I told you guys, the drinks, the juices are overly sweet in Vietnam, but the cakes and the dessert
It's like
are
coconut
undersweet.
with peanuts.
The cakes and the bakery goods are undersweet, and the juices and the fruit cups are
guys.
overly sweet. So let me try this. This is kind of like the egg cream that you get in the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Tim said, she said, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Look. So that was the lady, what the lady said. I couldn't figure out, someone was live streaming us apparently. I think it was someone at that corner restaurant.
Yeah.
That is good. That is really good. I chose, you didn't even see these ones. You wanted the flan, and if I would have made my choice, I would have got this one and I would have got the mousse.
The mousse?
Mm-hmm.
It looks dry, the chocolate.
That's dry.
No, it's same with that.
But at least it was a chocolate mousse. I'd rather have the chocolate mousse than this little. I only like the flan. Why the hell did she recognize you?
I don't know.
So, I don't know either. So, if you look at the view where they're looking at us, it looks like they were live streaming us. So it must have been someone at the restaurant that was just live streaming. And then we must have passed by. And that lady must have been watching the live stream of the people at the restaurant before we walked by. And then I'm assuming she was like, oh, American walked by there. And she knew that, like, she lived by there. And then she ran over to see. That's the only thing I can think of. Or maybe she recognized Fluffy. Maybe it was all about Fluffster.
She was like, ah!
It was kind of scary because the lady was just like
waving,
yelling.
Yeah, and she was waving a lot. Like, why? Are we being stopped?
If I knew it was like happy, I would have took a picture with her. But I was kind of like looking around like, is she setting us up to rob us? Or because like at first she wasn't telling us. She was just taking pictures and snapping pictures at us. Then I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And then, so if you could see us, come take a picture. We'll take a picture over here at the park. But we didn't know what you were saying, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. So I don't understand how she's seen us because she was watching a live stream, and literally from the time that I'm assuming from the time that we walked, where whoever's live stream was watching, it was only like 2 minutes. So I don't know, because like she must have been watching that original live stream, not of us, but of the people at the restaurant. She must have been watching their live stream, and we must have walked by her watching that live stream. But it was literally like a minute or two from the time that we walked by the restaurant till she was out there. So very weird. I like this one much better.
Very milky.
I like the egg cream, and the cake is much better. I'm not a chocolate cake guy.
Ooh. This is a perfect thing you said. If only they sell the cream part of the egg coffee. This is it.
No, but I want the whole thing. Celeb stalkers. Well, I don't consider us celebrities though. We're Danong. Maybe we're Danong famous, but I don't think. Have we been recognized in other cities before? Oh yeah, we have. We've been recognized in Dong Hoi by the Canadians.
Oh yeah.
They were like, "Oh, I watch your channel."
Hey, it's the vlogger guy.
But that's the only city. Yeah, I think I've only been recognized in Dong Hoi. Out of all the cities I've ever been recognized, Dong Hoi is the most shocking.
Because no one is really there in Dong Hoi.
She's watching now. I don't know what her name is, but supposedly she's watching now. Hello, lady. Thank you.
How did they know that she's watching?
Tim said he went back and watched, so Tim is investigating. Tim said you were trying to say hello to us, so there's Fluffy.
Xin chào.
So maybe she'll see that.
Yeah.
If we knew her name, I could say her name, but I don't know her name.
It's so nice.
Wow, Fluffy's manhandling that one. I don't like chocolate cake. I realized not only do I not like chocolate cake in the USA, I don't like chocolate cake even more in Vietnam.
No, back before I don't really like chocolate cake, but when I work in the hotel, one of the specialty in our hotel is chocolate moist cake. And the chocolate moist cake is good if it's overnight cake. So, and then in the hotel they sell the chocolate moist cake.
You finish that one, I finish this one, Fluffy.
Oh.
I love this. I love that egg cream.
You put this there to spread the...
I eat it by myself. You have that one, you chose that one. I chose this one, you chose that one. I love that egg cream.
You're done with that?
I am done with that, Fluffy.
This is what I do.
Wow, look at Fluffster. You're mismatching.
Mismatching.
You're mixing the cake into that one. That one's not supposed to be in there, Fluffster.
Mismatch.
We are back to reality tomorrow. We're taking the train. We already booked the tickets.
Bill
We are
doesn't
coming
want
back.
us back because he said that the
Wow, look at that flashing. He's just mad because we're going to get all the discounts.
Oh yeah, I bet you're getting all the discounts.
But remember, I'm going to do the Carnegie Boar. So only about another week of discounts. I better get all the discounts while I can. As she was approaching you guys, I didn't know what was going on. But when she was face to face with you, she was so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy, but I don't know where she came from. It was...
Yeah,
I don't even understand how she knew. Like, I'm telling you, it was only like... So I'm pretty sure, Tim, there was like a restaurant. And I think... Because when I looked, she showed us. But it looked like it was someone on the other side of the street was showing our angle. So I think it was like the restaurant that was back this way. And we walked by. The restaurant would have been like here. And by the time we got down to like right here, she was already out taking pictures. So
you did not take a video of her phone?
Fluffy, how am I gonna take a video? I'm on live stream.
Yeah, you didn't put it on live stream.
I don't know what you mean.
Like, she was showing us her phone, you didn't put it on live stream?
I did. I hit this. I did like this. And I waved. And she was showing, so I don't know. Some of it got on.
She was so happy. Okay. We got scared because like she was like recording.
Yeah, I was like, either this lady is really happy or we need to look and see what's going on.
Yeah.
My family doesn't even react like that to me. If I was gone for 15 years, my family wouldn't even react like that to me.
When I went back, ooh, Fluffy, look at your hat, your head.
What?
There's so much.
I hate when Fluffy will be like this. Look at this. And I'm like, what, Fluffy? And she's like, that. And I'm like, what? Above you. And I'm like, what? That. And I'm like, Fluffy, just say the word. Just say the word.
There's like mosquitoes. This is a good container.
Fluffy collects containers.
No, not this time, cause
Wow.
traveling.
We need to pack, Fluffster. Because I am not getting up early to pack. We're going to do it tonight. And I'm going to get on my favorite ride in all of Wignon. I've been on... Fluffy, this is my third time being on this. Go where? Look at Fluffy's on this one. No, Fluffy, if I get on that, you're going to launch me. I'll go flying. Wow, this is weird. I'm sitting on it. Look, it's spinning without me even turning it. It's sloped. What, Fluffy? I don't want to do that one. Fluffy, I'm on my favorite ride right now. Last time I was on there, I smashed my hand. Why can't I turn this one? I almost chopped my finger off on that ride before. Yes. I'm not going to show you. I can't hear you. Hello, lady. I don't think you'd be caught dead in Wignon walking down the alley. No. I don't think Tim would be caught dead walking down a local street, dark alley in Wignon. Fluffy! Fluffy! Fluffy!
You're gonna go flying!
Ah! Fluffy!
Let's go seesaw!
Oh my god, I'm already dizzy.
I want seesaw.
Through the chat, she wasn't in our chat though. The only thing you could have done is kind of translated, but I don't know what app she was on.
TikTok?
Because there was like another screen, a small screen up at the top, so I don't know who or what that was. Fluffy, when I sit on this one, it just moves. It's like the road.
Fluffy, let's do seesaw.
Fluffy,
What?
go.
Come on.
If I get hurt, Fluffy, I'm gonna be so mad. Last time when I tried to get off, someone did it and I smashed my finger and almost destroyed my finger.
What happened?
I just told you what happened. Someone jumped off and I tried to hold this and I smashed my hand.
See, so up and down. See. So,
Like someone tried to jump off and I tried to do this and it smashed.
oh,
Don't.
you hold your chair.
No, someone got off and so I went like this and my hand was underneath and I don't like this. So
I can't even put you down like that.
oh, hold on, my phone's here. I almost snapped it. Why were you feeling double about leaving? I'm not sure what you mean. What do you mean double? Oops, sorry. Ah!
I can't even make
Fluffy!
I can't even look. You're so heavy, I can't even put you down.
Fluffy, you're lower than me.
No, I can't put you down. It's not balanced.
You're seesawing me. The train ride is at 8:20.
Mommy,
I can't keep you down.
you can't keep.
Look, hold on, watch. Look, I'm all the way down. Now watch. Fluffy will start pulling me down. See, look. As soon as I go all the way down, Fluffy balances back out.
You're happy.
8:20. See, look, she's higher. Let me see if you guys can see. Now I'm all the way down, and then she'll come back up.
I can't put you down.
I said something happened. I'm not sure what you mean. What did I say exactly? I'm trying to remember what I said. Cause you're too posh, Tim. You only have red carpet streets that you walk down. Tim refuses to go in a 30 or under hotel. Okay, Fluffy, I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
Hold on. Brace yourself. There we go.
I like seesaw, but I can't put you down.
Fluffy, you were pulling me up the whole time.
I'm trying, but you're so heavy.
Fluffy, if I couldn't go up, you would have been up the whole time.
You can go up.
Fluffy, why'd you burp?
Disgusting. Dale,
Just-
that was well.
Yeah, we didn't know what you... I either thought that lady was our biggest fan or we were being set up for a robbery or something, but Tim translating said that lady was very happy. I just don't understand how she tracked us down from like... So there was someone doing a live stream of something else. We walked past someone else's live stream and literally within about a minute or two, the lady was out there seeing us. So
Adore.
I don't know how.
Hotel and spa. Look
Yeah, this is where Tim would stay. Tim would not, he would say like, oh, this place is just kind of okay. But this is the kind of place that Tim would stay at in Wignon. He would never dream about staying at our $7 hotel. He'd be like, $7 hotel? No way. He would need, what's this place called? A door. He would need a door.
A door.
Not a door, but
Hotel and spa. A door.
it was like something out of a Black Mirror. Yeah, first of all, I don't even know how she tracked us down that fast. It was so quick from the time that we walked by that other live stream. So someone was live streaming something. We must have walked past, and within a minute, not only did that lady see us, but she was down right next to us. So, I don't know. I have two feelings. Oh. Two feelings? Let me see. The only thing I think I kind of said something like that. I did say two feelings. Maybe you're thinking of when I said two answers about Wignon. Wignon is a great short temporary vacation trip, like 1 to 7 days. But as a long-term replacement for Da Nang, no. And then I also said something that you might be talking about when we just were walking back a few minutes ago. I said, sometimes I hate going back to a city the second time because the first time I usually really like a city. And then the second time I go to a city like Ilo, I didn't like it as much. And this city was kind of like that. We kind of had a bad day. Not like a bad day, but a very weird day today.
I feel like once you step here,
So maybe it was either one of those two things. Like today we almost got, well, we didn't almost because I refused, but the Grab driver tried to scam us. And then Tim, I think, said was watching, so we said hello to the lady. If she's still watching.
Oh, maybe the driver was streaming us.
Maybe that, oh, it could have been the driver. The driver might have waited and been following us, streaming us. It could have been the driver. Why was it when the lady came out? Because it was so this is what happened. So we were like, let's say the green building was a restaurant. So someone on their own, before we were even there, looked like they were shooting a live stream. We walked past their live stream doing our own live stream, right? And we walked from maybe there to maybe up here, right? And then we're walking, we hear a lady yelling and screaming over here. Hello! Like, I don't think she said hello, but she was speaking in Vietnamese. And we look back, and the lady just has a camera pointing at us, taking a picture. And I was like, what's going on? So I just naturally thought, okay, she's never seen a tourist. Maybe that's it. And then after a minute, she walks over, shows us our phone. And when we're looking at the phone, we see an angle view of us. So it's not like she just seen our live stream. She was watching someone else's live stream, live streaming us. And that was literally from the time that we walked from like that distance to that distance. So that lady had to have been watching their original live stream. When we passed by, she had to be in the same vicinity and run outside and see us. That's why it's just like astronomical odds. How did he try that? So we got a Grab taxi. Grab taxi said it would be between 14 and 16,000. It was metered. We got into the Grab. Fluffy asked him, meter, correct? Meter? He pretended like he didn't hear anything. We get to the restaurant, and something about it, it said, take a screenshot of the money and take a screenshot of the driver and the route. So I did that before we took off. So then we get there, and Fluffy asked him, how much? And he goes, oh, 40. And I looked at him, I said, no, not 40. And then I showed him the screenshot, and it says 14 to 16. And then he laughs, 40. I said, no. Like I got a little firm. And he go, okay, 20. And I showed him the screenshot. It says 14 to 16. I said, dude, you're scamming me. I know he probably didn't understand because I said, dude, you're scamming me. And then he said 20. And I said, Fluffy, just give him the 20,000. And then as soon as I got out of the car, actually, that's what Tim should go back. Tim, go back to when we got out of the Grab because he was yelling something out of the window in Vietnamese when we got there. And then I took a picture of his license plate, and then he got mad and took off.
He got mad?
Yeah, it's a firm price. It said 14,000 to 16,000. He tried to charge us 40, and as soon as I told him no, he instantly jumped down to 20. And I was like, I can argue with him and tell him 14 or 16, which I could have got out. If I was by myself, I probably would have and just walked away. But I said, Fluffy, just give him 20. But as soon as I told him, no, you're ripping us off, he went from 40 to 20. And I showed him the picture of the screenshot. And then I showed him a picture of him and his name on the Grab app. Yes, it's a range. But he tried to charge 40,000 and he didn't turn the meter on. So there, it was a Grab taxi meter, and he did not turn on the meter, and then he wanted 40,000. The regular Grab ride, if we wouldn't, so the regular Grab ride was 31,000. So he tried to charge us more than what the regular Grab ride would have been in the first place. Yes, he tried to charge 40. Yes, he's trying to charge 40. The regular Grab ride that we could have selected instead of taxi was only 31,000. So at no case should it even have been 30,000, but the taxi said 14-16. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He tried to charge us 40,000. The range was 14 to 16. He tried to charge 40. That's what I'm telling you. I did him a favor and gave him 20,000. He asked, Because Fluffy asked him, can you put the meter, are you doing meter? And he just pretended like he... Yeah, I showed him that. And then, come on. As soon as I showed him that, he goes, okay, 20. I said, no, man, 14 or 16. Oh, 20. And he started to laugh. And I said, Fluffy, just give him the 20. Just give him the 20. Just give him the 20. And we gave him the 20. And then when we got out, but you pay normally the price of 31 if the app says that's right. Where on Grab, you meter with the range. Yeah, sometimes they'll have the range. That's why we did that. So, I mean, at very worst, it only should have been 31 in the first place if we would have took Grab Premium, but the Grab Taxi was a range of 14 to 16. And he laughed when he said 40, and we said, show, because I said, how much? He didn't grab his phone or nothing. He made up the price out of his head. So you guys can go back. You guys can, oh, no. Fluffy, I wasn't on live stream then.
So what?
I wasn't on live stream with Grab, did we? No. I thought we were. I forgot. We weren't on live yet. We got on live as soon as we got out and got the pork chop. But then when we got out, then he was yelling things out the window. But whatever. I've seen it, but it's only in smaller cities. Fluffy, where else do we see the range? It's only under Grab Taxi. It was some cities in Philippines have that. Where have we seen Grab Taxi that has the meter? Philippines and somewhere else. It's in smaller cities usually. Fluffy, go on to Grab.
Huh?
Go to Grab. I think right now.
That says Philippines. That's really a regular thing.
I know. I just want to show them. We had to use Grab because we went on to Zon, and Zon wasn't even picking us up. So there's either a shortage out here. So this is where we went. So I'll show you guys. So watch. When you do this now, there's the Grab Taxi. Look, there it is. Grab Taxi. 16.6 to 18,000. The Grab regular one is 53,000. So the Grab Taxi, it's always Grab Taxi.
It's just that people don't really...
It's only when it's Grab Taxi. Most of the places, I don't think I've ever seen Grab Taxi in Da Nang. It's usually smaller cities that, if it says Grab Taxi, it's metered. Mm-hmm. But there you guys go.
And then it gives you the range.
So this is exactly where we picked it up from. So if you guys can look, no way should the taxi have ever been anywhere. What have you seen? It's only usually in smaller cities. It's in the Philippines. I think there's another city in Vietnam that we've seen it, but it's not that common. The guy came up here because unfortunately they will not give us a second card. So we at first were taking the card and we couldn't charge our devices and we couldn't leave the AC on. So we went down there, we're like, can we get a second card? And they were like, sorry, we can't give you a second card. And I said, hey, we got to charge our stuff while we're gone. We can't just leave our stuff not charged. We've got stuff in the refrigerator. And then they said, oh, just leave your card in there. And when you get back, we'll come up and we'll unlock your door for you. No, earlier tonight, so when it was earlier, the Grab was only 31,000. Now, since it's 10 o'clock, so I think it's probably a premium. But when we left earlier, I'll show you guys. No, I didn't take a picture of the original. But earlier it was only 31,000. But the later on in the night, it's more. Yeah, so when you do Grab Taxi, they turn on the meter. But Fluffy asked him. It was kind of our fault in a technical sense because we asked him at the start, meter, right? Meter? And he didn't say anything. And I said, Fluffy said he didn't turn on the meter or something. I don't know what she said. And then I said, okay, I'll take the screenshot of the picture. So I have the screenshot. He didn't say anything. He just kept driving. But let me see. Give me 1 second. So, but it's only Grab Taxi, and it's only, let me show. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. It might freeze, but give me 1 second. Okay, so we're back. So something told me when we took the ride that I need to take the screenshot. So this is the screenshot right here. So when we got in the car, it said current total 14 to 16,000. There was no meter. He never turned on a meter. I don't even think he had a meter inside. Did he have a meter inside, Fluffy? I know he didn't turn it on, but I don't even think he had a meter.
I was trying to look because I said meter. He didn't.
So this was him, and that's the total. 14 to 16,000. But when Fluffy got in, she said meter, and he didn't say anything. So that's when I took this picture. I was like, screw it, I'm taking the picture. And then when we got out, he goes, 40, 40, and I go, dude, no. I said, no, you're scamming us. And he goes, okay, 20. And I said, no. And I showed him the picture. I said, 14, 16. And he goes, no, 20. And then at that point, I was like, Fluffy, just give him the 20. Just give him the 20. And then when he got out, I said, you scam me. And then I got out and took a picture of his license plate. Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second. So if Tim can do his FBI research, let me show you guys. Timmy. So Timmy, this was the driver right here. This was the guy. So as soon as we got out, I went to the front. I took a picture of his car. And then he seen me. And then we turned around. He's... Bah, 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 bah. And then he just took off. So he knew he was wrong, but... whatever. I could report him, but Fluffy said, let it be. Let it be. What did you say?
Nothing.
So not let it be?
I did not say anything.
I'm just kind of surprised that they did it on Grab. Like, it wasn't a shady app. That's Grab. That's kind of pretty shady to do that on Grab, though. But then we had the nice lady come out and find us. So we had both extremes. A lady getting very, very happy. And this is the guy right here. But I should give him a 1. But I can't give him nothing because I'm on the cell phone that has my Grab. Fluffster, we got to get up early. Where would you live if you couldn't live in Da Nang? That is a good question. Now, do you mean at the same financial price? Or do you mean anything is open? Does it have financial constraints? Or are you saying just anywhere at any budget? What's the number 2 city? Fluffy, what's our number 2 city? That's tough.
Wait.
What about Hui's summertime?
There's no perfect city or like.
There's no match to Da Nang.
I think
Um,
it would be like 5 top cities you like in.
so Dong Hoi makes the list. Hui makes the list. Nha Trang only makes the list if we're staying in Marcus's neighborhood. Only Marcus's neighborhood. It doesn't make the list.
I don't want to stay there.
Fluffy doesn't want to stay there though.
It's too. I feel like I'm in.
And Wien Yan.
Complex in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I know. It's you're boxed
feels
in.
like that.
That's my kind of problem with it too. You're living in a 3-block radius.
If we were there and like we would go out, I feel like we would scan and search the out.
He said it gets much more local, but so the cities that would make the list before I even break them down would be Dong Hoi, Hui, Nha Trang, Marcus's neighborhood, and Wien Yan. So then I would have to break them down further from that point. I would say Hui is ruled out for me because of the temperature. It's insanely hot in the summertime, and it's the same price as Da Nang. So I would kind of rule Hui out. That leaves Dong Hoi and Wien Yan and Nha Trang's Marcus neighborhood. That's tough. So Fluffy, between Marcus's neighborhood, Wien Yan, and Dong Hoi. Fluffy.
Dong Hoi for me.
Dong Hoi. Dong Hoi, Marcus's neighborhood, or Wien Yan. I feel like Wien Yan's a little more flexible because you can kind of live in different spots. Marcus's neighborhood's limited, and Dong Hoi is limited in the Western amenities.
If we checked out, I feel like Philip's neighborhood has some things that.
But I couldn't live in that. I think I would have to lean towards Wien Yan. I think it would be Wien Yan, followed by Dong Hoi, and Marcus's neighborhood in Nha Trang tied for number 2. What's up, Earl? Both financial restraints, and if you had all the money. If I had all the money, I would probably say at this point Bangkok, or Bangkok bouncing around Thailand like how I bounce around Vietnam. A sleeper pick would, for me, if I had all the money, then I might try to cheat the system of the Philippines, meaning I would get Starlink to fix the problem of the Wi-Fi. I would live in a nice area in Cebu. I would live in a place that had a generator so the blackout issues would never happen. And I would go to like higher class food places. But I would be spending a lot of money. Snow the Squirrel, what's up? Albania? I think I would actually choose Georgia over Albania. I think I would choose Tbilisi over Albania.
Albania.
And actually, Georgia, Fluffy can get a 1-year visa for. So Georgia would actually work for Fluffy. But the only downside about being in Georgia with Fluffy is we'd be in Europe and she couldn't go anywhere else. So we'd be kind of stuck. Well, she would be stuck in Georgia with nowhere to go. Whereas for me, I can go to Prague, I can go to Budapest, and I would just send her pictures and live streams. And you would be sitting in Georgia. She's like, I want to come. I say, sorry, Fluffy, your passport doesn't allow you. But yeah, I think, because unless Bangkok is just so damn expensive, I would try to make Bangkok work if Da Nang ever got too high. Dong Hoi would be a possibility if you were able to secure a nice 1-bedroom. Because the 1-bedrooms we know a guy that was on the live stream, he got a 1-bedroom, nice 1-bedroom for $4.5 million, which is a great price. But there, you're missing a lot of Western amenities. So Dong Hoi would be only under the right conditions. Nha Trang would only be in Marcus's neighborhood, which Fluffy just doesn't like. And Wien Yan. Wien Yan, I would live in TMS, a 1 or 2 bedroom in TMS.
You can live in Marcus's area for a year.
It would be tough, but I could probably. It would be tough. It would be tough. I think I can live in Wien Yan a year under the right conditions. Closer than. So Marcus's neighborhood would be. Here's what Marcus' neighborhood would miss for me. I like the local aspect. That is like Western town that's in Nha Trang.
Thank you.
Marcus's neighborhood is great for people that want cheap Western food and non-Vietnamese life in Nha Trang. Dong Hoi would need more Western amenities. Wien Yan is a toss-up. Yeah, that would be tough. I could make it work in the Philippines, but it would cost me a lot more money. It would cost me a lot more money in the Philippines. Look, we found out. Let me show you guys really quickly. So we technically had a balcony, but look. So we technically have a balcony, right, guys? Look. But all the AC units are there, and shockingly, this is a window. That's not a door. So I have no effing clue how they did this. I think this used to be a door. Yee. Fluffster, you're not even cleaning. You're not packing.
I'm still working.
You can work all you want tomorrow when we get back to Danong.
Why? You're my boss?
Yes.
No. I'm your boss.
No.
If you can only see Will's face at the back of the camera when I say no.
Oh.
No.
So I guess I'm gonna charge my stuff. I don't know. You guys got any more last questions about Weon? This is the last view of the $7.
This is the last view.
Did I show you guys? Let me show you guys this really quickly.
This is the last view.
Let me show you guys. Are you guys still there? Let me show you guys. Fluffy, they want to know what your work is.
Huh? I'm an online hooker.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. So I'll show you guys this. Let me see. I'll show you guys. So first, there was a couple of you guys that were like, how much can we stay for a month? Watch this. I'll show you guys. Here's the rates for a month. So you can live here for as little as $4 million a month. Watch this, guys. Watch this. So if you guys take a look, the single room, which is very small, 18 square meters, $4 million for a month. The room that we're staying in is this one, 25 square meters. It's the exact room that we're staying in, 5.5. You can stay in a little bit smaller for $5 million. So, this place you guys can stay in for $5 million a month. No kitchen, no balcony, but you can do it for $5 million, which is like I don't even think that's $200, is it, guys? How much is $5 million? Let's see. 5 million is yeah, $192. So you guys can literally stay in this hotel. They do maid service. There is no balcony. There is no kitchen. You are in a local neighborhood for $192 a month. So what is that? That breaks down to be, let me see what 192 divided by 30. So it's actually almost what we got. They should be giving you a better deal technically, because we paid $7 for one single night. So realistically, this place should be closer to like 150. But remember, that's a that we spent $7 here. You're only saving 60 cents a day by giving them that flat rate. If I were you guys, I would negotiate it. I would tell them 4.5. So they want 5 million. I would tell them 4.5. And if they say no, I say, man, I'd rather just book through Agoda and have the safety of Agoda, because you're only saving 60 cents. Like, you're not giving me much of a discount. It's a good price, though. I mean, you couldn't get that. That's 1 or 2 nights in the USA at a Motel 6. So you guys couldn't get that in the USA. But 150 is 3.8 million. That's what it really should be. But I guess I would do something like, I would offer them probably 4.3 million, which is like 165. If it was me, this is what I would offer them. Maybe 4.5. Kayak, I never tried it. I've seen it a few times. If you go onto Google Maps, so here's a little trick for you guys. If you guys go on here, let's put in our hotel. It kind of, Google will show you all the cheap ones. So there's like Booking, there's Skyscanner, there's Trip, there's Blue Pillow, there's Agoda. They kind of show you all these. Usually Agoda is the cheapest one. There's a few that are like TripAdvisor and Blue Pillow that I've never heard of. And when you click on them, they end up being a little more expensive. So that's about it. But always negotiate? No. So I disagree. Fluffy, tell them about negotiating. Okay, let me put it this way. You are not going to win negotiating for anything less than a month. Now, for a month, maybe. But whenever we come to these hotels and we say, hey, like today we did it. We've done it at plenty of hotels. We say, hey, look at Agoda. They want $7. And we go to the front counter, Fluffy, and we say, hey, Agoda has it for $7. Let us pay you $7 directly or even less. What do they tell us, Fluffy?
Where?
When we go to hotels and we show them the price on Agoda and we say, hey, it's $7. Let me pay you $7 or let me pay you less. What do they tell us?
To book an Agoda.
They will never negotiate with you. So all the people that tell now for a month might be a little different, but if you guys are going for 1 to 7 days, they will never. You'll literally tell them like, hey, I'll just give you cash of exactly what Agoda is and you guys just pocket it. They'll say no. They'll say no. So for example, downstairs for this room, they wanted $280,000. And I said, hey, I got it on Agoda for $190. I'll just give you the $190 and you book it for me. And they said, nope, book it on Agoda. We went to 4 or 5 hotels and they say the same thing. Tell them. I'm telling all you guys. So I'm telling not just you, but a lot of people. There's a lot of YouTubers that will tell you guys, hey, go there and show them the Agoda price. We talked about this earlier today. So it wasn't about just you. We said that earlier today. They, in Asia, they don't care about it. So here's what I honestly believe, Fam Trip. This is what I believe. So I believe Agoda books these rooms already. They have these paid. So what happens is they raise them up and down, right? So Agoda owns these rooms, meaning they bought them. So if you go downstairs and you try to get them at a less, they've already paid the hotel for them. So the hotel, once they get an Agoda booking, Agoda pays them the selected price that they've already agreed to. That's why they're not willing to accept a lower price, because Agoda might have said, hey, we bought your room for $10 a night, and when the guy books it, we'll give you $10. That's what they say, right? So what happens is the closer to the expiration date that Agoda has, Agoda is willing to drop it. They're willing to take the loss because they'll make the money back on other rooms at other hotels around the world. So what they do is they lower it just to get something that day. Whereas the hotel will say, hey, we're not going to take less because Agoda's already sold us this room. All we have to do is sell it to you on Agoda, and Agoda will give us our $10 or however much they pre-arranged for it. So I'm convinced that's why they won't ever negotiate. I'm convinced of it, because every hotel that we went to, I will literally show them. I'll say, look, like we went down there 2 days in a row. So here's what it is on Agoda. So we will show them like, hey, man, on Agoda it says $7. Let me just give you the $7 in cash. Let's just call it even. It has to be true, because we've never found that. So there's a contract, and we've even heard that Agoda says that hotels cannot, if they're in agreement with Agoda, they cannot advertise a cheaper price than what Agoda sells it for. So what happens is Agoda probably already paid for the room months ago or however long ago. They gave them $10 for the room, for example. Now, today, the room's about to make nothing, so Agoda drops the price. So now today, it's $7. Now, if I show them right now, and I say, hey, man, on Agoda, it's $7. Let me just give you the $7. So it's $8 right now. If I book it for tomorrow, it'd be $8, $8.74. And I say, hey, let me just pay you the $8.70. Let's cut Agoda out. They will refuse. And I'll go book it on Agoda right there, sit on the couch and book it. And they'll say, okay, here you go. Here's your key. So what happens is I'm convinced that if they sell that room, that agreed price that they've already agreed, that Agoda would pay them if it was booked is going to get it. So there's no other reason why they wouldn't. Because right now you think, hey, $8, I'll do it. Now if they book it through Agoda, they're going to lose money because they got to pay Agoda a percentage. But it can't be that. It can't be that. So the only time I would recommend you guys negotiate, first, let me say, if you see the cheapest price on Agoda, book it on Agoda. Book it meaning 1 to 7 to 8 days. The time I would negotiate is if they have monthly rates. If they have monthly rates, like posted like that in the elevator, I would go to them and I'd say, hey, I'm interested in a month. I see you have it for 5. I'll pay you up front right now $4 million to rent it to me. That's when I would negotiate. But anything short term, if you see a cheap price on Agoda, I would snatch up, not even Agoda, any online site. So any online site that you see it, that it's the cheapest, book it through that. So I've learned that because I went into hotels and I'm like, here, it's $7. Let me show you. I'd show it to them and I'd say, let me just pay you this in cash. And they would refuse every time. And I'd say, I'm literally going to sit down and book it on Agoda and you're going to lose money because you're going to have to pay them whatever their commission is. And they're like, yeah, go ahead and book it. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, just let me just hand you the $7. And they'll refuse every single time. And then I kind of read deeper into it and they said, so if this place has a website, it's called Wignon Center Hotel. If they have a website, they cannot list this place for cheaper than what Agoda does. So if they agree to a contract to be a Agoda hotel, they cannot lower it cheaper than Agoda. So there's a couple little shady stuff. So when I tell you guys, if you guys watch YouTube videos, a lot of YouTubers will suggest that, hey man, go into the hotel and you're going to get a better rate. It's a lie. Now, maybe if it's a monthly rate, you might, depending on how full they are and if they want to take all that money up front, but they are not going to negotiate on a 1 or a 2 or a 7 day thing. So when you listen to people that tell you that, that's either old news or that's people telling you stuff that's not accurate. The month you can. The month, I think you have a much better chance. But 1 to 7 to 8 to 10 days, they're not going to budge. You can get a great deal on month's rent at a nice place in Da Nang, for example. I've never done hotels long term. I just can't live in hotels long term. Too small and I need a kitchen. But that place is $5 million. They list this place for $5 million. If I really wanted to stay here. So here's what if you break it down, Agoda's selling it for $7. That's what we got it, right? So they're really not giving you that big of a discount from Agoda. So they're wanting $192. So if you divide $192, which is $5 million, divided by 30 days, they're charging you $6.45. So you're literally, that monthly rate is only giving you 50-cent discount per day of what Agoda is normal prices. So what I would tell them is, screw that, man. I want it for at least, like, if they're charging you $640, I would offer them $550 a day times 30. So $165. So they want $5 million. What is 165? I would offer them like, so sorry about that. I got kicked off. I would offer them $4 million. And if they said no, I'd probably go up to 4.5. What's up, Texaco? I just went back and watched the lady's reaction. She was genuinely freaked out and happy. Yeah, that was crazy. My work tour content curator.
My work is a tour content curator.
That's not what you said earlier.
I work for a travel agency based in Norway and I make their tours.
That's not what you said earlier, Fluffy.
What did I say?
Rewind it and go back.
Edit. Erase, delete.
3 months when I get out there, what's the best plan? I don't really think there's a best plan in Da Nang. I think it's kind of like what I've always said. So you have multiple options. You can basically look on Facebook groups. That's where you're going to find most of the stuff. The rental market is tough in Da Nang, not only of finding stuff available, but also the price inflation. And then I would always do all the negotiating, meaning I would negotiate the length of the lease, I would negotiate the amount of the security deposit, and I would negotiate the per month cost. I would negotiate all three. For example, our landlord wanted a security deposit. I negotiated and told her, no way, I'm not giving you a security deposit. She wanted a 3-month lease. I told her no lease. And she wanted 14 million at the very start last year without electricity. I negotiated 14 million with electricity included. So I negotiated all three, and that's what I would recommend you guys to do too. I'm good, TP. I'm working and use Will's live stream as a podcast. I get a lot of people that say that. I'm good, TP. I'm working. PT? Oh. A lot of people actually shockingly tell me, yeah, man, I go to work and I put my phone down and I listen to you. I'm like, who the hell am I? The Joe Rogan of Vietnam? Who am I? The Love Line of Vietnam? What I would wish is that they would be, for all you guys that listen, I wish they would just be pumping tons of ads to you guys, tons of commercials, so I can get some scratch from it and get some ad revenue. I think YouTube should be slapping in some more ads. I have shockingly, Fluffy, how many people have told us that they listen as a podcast? Yeah, a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing podcast videos, meaning uploaded videos, but I'll have a lot of free time when Fluffster leaves because I won't probably be going out to dinner as much.
Why is Dominic Mysterio bad guy still?
Ask him why he's a bad guy, Fluffster.
He's a bad guy in Raw.
Just a deposit. Almost always it's just the 1 month security deposit plus your rental payment. So let's say the rent is 10 million. Most of the time you give them the 10 million for the first month and 10 million security deposit. But like I said, you can negotiate that. I know people that give them the 10 million for the first month and they offer them 5 million for the security deposit. So it's all on how much you negotiate. But usually it's 1 month deposit and 1 month rent to move in. I think a lot of people listen to him as podcast. Shockingly, I hear that a lot. What I need to do is figure out a way to do some uploaded podcasts because I would make a lot more money as a video uploaded podcast, which I get like $6 per 1,000 views. And on the live streams, I get like 6 cents per 1,000 views. No, I don't think they do. I don't think they turn off the screen or nothing like that. What I think they do is they're on the live stream just like you, and they just put their phone down or put some earphones in and just set their phone somewhere. It's not like they turn anything off. I think they just literally put their phone down and go about their business and either put me on the loudest volume or have earphones. But what I really should do is I should upload more stuff like this. But I did an uploaded video that was like a podcast, and it was shockingly about rent. And the video didn't do good, so I kind of gave up on that. Fluffy is going back to the Philippines for her work-related stuff. And she has a ticket going there. And then I don't know how long she'll be gone for. But if you guys want, for all you guys that you haven't seen, there is my action figure. Look. There's the glasses. There's the hat. There's the fanny pack. There's the bonnet. Fluffy, what?
Turn the camera to you.
No.
No.
But this is shockingly not Fluffy's favorite action figure of mine. I'll show you guys.
You're so cute.
I'm going to show them. Fluffy, you're all on me.
In your dreams, Will.
This is Fluffy's favorite. Oh, hold on. Let me show you guys. I want to show you guys the. Oh, look at here's a picture of me and Tim. Does he want me to show you guys? Will he get mad if I show?
Mr. Chimichang, Fluffy, our room is so mess. You have to fix it.
Where's the Russian mafia
Big
action
ball.
toy? Where's the Russian screenshots? Maybe it's this one. Oh, here it goes. There's the Russian action figure of me. That one is just like the Russian mafia one of me, right? This is the most scariest one. This is my most scariest one. That one scares me. That's the serial killer version. Look at that. That one scares me. This is... Fluffy loves that one. Why do you like that one, Fluffy? That one would be creepy. If I had a big life-size doll of that one, I'd be terrified. YouTube shorts do terrible for me. But here is my most favorite one. I think you'll find this interesting. We just got our highest views on the short. Damn, yeah, my shorts do terrible. I gave up on shorts a long time ago. This is me and Tim. This was at the Japanese buffet. Yeah, YouTube shorts do absolutely terrible for me. I'd given up on them a long time ago. I think when I checked the stats from the year, the yearly stats of shorts, I think I gained like 4 subscribers from shorts. And I think it made like 98 cents for the year. So I've given up on them. They're too much effort for too little of payback for me. So, Fluffy, you haven't even started packing.
Way to finally make it right.
What?
Just one night, no can break it.
Timothy will get mad again.
Break just one.
What is that about? Are you having a seizure? Fluffy's calling the dogs. Oh, we got to get up early tomorrow. I am not. Oh, Fluffy, what time does that restaurant close downstairs? I want to get some ice. Is it closed already?
Yeah,
It's 10:50.
yeah.
They either close at 10 or 11. I wanted some ice, Fluster. How am I going to drink my drink? Damn it. Fluffy will get in the chat. I'm not sure. Maybe she might be too busy. Who knows?
I do. Remember, Fluffy, the reason why you started
Life is because I was in the Philippines and he said I can't really go out. I can't really go out and not talk to someone.
So even if I did good numbers on shorts, here's my logic behind not really wanting to do shorts. So YouTube short subscribers are not going to watch my long form content. They're on there to watch a 15-second video, and then they're not going to watch my long uploaded stuff. So my main goal, here's what I want as a creator. Maybe this is different from other people's, but I want people that are going to watch every variety of my YouTube upload videos. So I want them to watch the cat cafe. I want them to watch the street market. I want them to watch the apartments. I want them to watch all. And I want them to watch my uploaded content. So if I get someone from YouTube Shorts, those guys are just kind of watching to see a quick 15-second video. Most of those guys are not going to watch my uploaded content. So I don't really focus any attention on the YouTube Shorts. No, because for me, so I have to go edit that stuff. So for example, look, here when I do YouTube shorts, I do them like this. Watch this. The easiest form of content for me is live streams because I shoot them, and as soon as I'm done, they are done. There's no editing. But now watch. So for example, watch. This is my live stream. Look, this took time to edit. I had to take all these individual clips, and this quick little video probably took me like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Because I had to put the sign, I had to take all the clips. But this probably took me 20 or 30 minutes. I had to use CapCut, but here's another one.
So, and they do want
This, I had to take multiple clips. I had to go put it onto CapCut.
That is kind of crazy because 8 million gets you guys something each or much closer to
Alejandro,
not as
Alejandro.
worn out as this. I already know in the comments you guys are probably gonna definitely pass on
The
this.
easiest content for me to shoot is definitely the live stream because there's no editing. I just hit record or I hit start. The hardest part is to make the thumbnail. I just take a picture of something and I do it. And once I'm done, it's over. Now for the shorts, I got to go take, first of all, I hate shooting video with a cell phone. So I have to shoot a YouTube short in vertical mode with a cell phone, which I already hate. Then I shoot like 15 different clips or 10 different clips. Then I got to go take those clips. I got to go put them onto CapCut. I got to cut them, trim them down. Then I got to put them on a timeline. Then I got to put music behind them. Then I got to put graphics. Also, I can get 6 cents per 1,000 views. Even if I do well with editing, I dread it. It's so time consuming. So a lot of people just like to throw content out. People like to just hit record, do a 20-minute video, take very little time to edit and slap it up. That will work for the short term and you will get views, but I like to build an audience the right way. Now you guys might say, "Oh, that's stupid, just get the views." I like to build my videos good. I'll show you guys my favorite video that really shows what kind of style I like to do, but it got very little views compared to other stuff. This video I really enjoyed. Let me see if I can actually even find it. And it got very little views, man. But it was my most time consuming, in-depth video that I've ever done. Let's see if I can find it. I want to scroll. What the hell? So actually, I like the Cat Cafe video. So I love the intro. I kind of did a good hook. But shockingly, the video did absolutely terrible. This is not my favorite. I'm just going to show you the intro on this really quickly.
But it's called the Cafe. It's a cafe that's filled with cats.
Oh, that's so cute.
What? So I like that intro. And I thought that video in 4 months has got 1,000 views. But let me show you guys the video that I really took a lot of effort, and it was so disheartening that I put so much time into it, and it did. This is it. The top 6 travel apps. I gave you guys so much information. Look, 7 months ago, 1.4 views. This video was edited amazing.
It's called Skyscanner. It's like a magical search engine for travel and finding amazing deals on flights. Now, this app, you don't purchase your tickets on, or at least myself, I don't purchase the tickets on. But basically, it's a directory of what the cheapest flights are with what airlines and what dates. How I normally use this site is I will type in what destination I want to go to from what location, and I will.
So I spent a lot of time editing
On the
this.
Grab Food app, you will see a list of available restaurants and food options. You could find your favorite local restaurant.
So I did my top 6 apps, right?
And couldn't understand what's on the menu. Now here's where Google Translate can help you out immensely. If you go simply down here to the camera button and you take a picture, that text on that menu or on that sign or anything you need translated.
That video did terrible. It's not stupid. Maybe I judge myself too harsh, but I don't think I'm successful in the sense that I don't break even. So every month I still don't break even. So I recoup back 60 to 70% of what I put out. So to me, successful is at least breaking even, maybe earning $1. That's when I'll consider myself successful on YouTube. No matter if I have 6,000 subscribers, 10,000, 20,000, To me, successful on YouTube means I am at least breaking even or making at least $1 a month. What's your clear channel identity? So my channel, what I would do, it's definitely right here. It's perfect. I would say it's a budget travel channel, but if you guys come here, it's definitely here. I've always made this. Welcome, fellow travelers. I'm your budget travel guru, originally from the USA, now exploring Southeast Asia with a focus on Vietnam. My channel is your ultimate resource for budget travel, covering how-tos of traveling to help you navigate vibrant cities and hidden gems. Whether you're looking for tips on affordable accommodations, navigating visas, discovering cheap eats, or figuring out how to get around like a local, I've got you covered. With experience journeying through 20 countries and a goal of reaching 100 countries. Join me for budget travel tips, visa guidance, affordable stays, and the best cheap food. Don't miss my real-time travel experience, Q&A live streams. That would be my channel, a budget travel channel.
Avi, isn't it you were saying that if my name is Ice Cream Man, definitely I would think about ice cream?
No, I didn't say that. I said if my name was Ice Cream Man, people would ask me, are you an ice cream man? It's the fact, however, you think of a video is going to do, it will do the... Oh, yeah. So my best video ever is the apartment video. That video was this close to getting trashed and thrown away in the garbage and deleted before I ever did it. But now, what is my best video at? That video, you guys don't understand. If I wouldn't have released that video, I probably wouldn't even be monetized right now. Or at least I'd be thousands and thousands of videos behind. But let me show you guys. This is my best video of all time. And I have 48,000 views on this. And that video, that was this close from getting tossed. And I don't even think that was that great of a video. I think that was an okay video. Definitely not my best. Don't forget, your subscribers' attention is low. That's a long-ass paragraph. Put it this way, Native. I told people that the other day. Like, that's, just click on the description. They're like, I didn't even know they have a description for that. And I was like, yeah. Maybe I'll trim it down a little bit, but... Open legs? There we go. I open up my legs. Do you like that? I open up my legs. We got a troller that can't even speak English. Christian, if you're going to troll, at least speak correct English in an English-speaking room. It comes back to the fact Will is genuine, consistent, and nice guy. Yeah, but unfortunately, genuine nice guys don't finish first. They finish last in a lot of aspects. Like for me, fat and broke, not a genuine nice guy. But guess what? 30,000 subscribers makes hundreds of dollars a month on tips. So is it better to be the jerk that has tons of subscribers and gets tons of donations? Or is it better to be the nice, genuine guy that struggles along? What's the difference between that video that blew up? I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I thought... So here's the only difference that I can definitely tell you, Texaco. I put a lot more time and effort and editing into the video that only has 1,500 views in 7 months. And the other video, I did not do as much editing for sure. And one's about apartments, one's about top 6 travel apps. One for me was an amazing, insightful, educational video that was a huge hidden gem. The other one showed 2 apartments in Vietnam, in Da Nang, and that's the biggest difference. One got 48,000 views, the other one got 1.5 thousand. What I'm gonna do is probably break that down. I'm gonna probably make that into 1 or 2 sentences. He might be genuinely intoxicated, but he has 30,000 or so some odd subscribers, and he gets big tips. So I don't know.
Wow.
40,000 for Tratok.
That's already 4.
Wait, but he said Tratok and soup.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe. But go take a look at cilantro. Please tell me where you find to eat, native.
Yeah. Try to go to Philip's place.
Go to Philip's place. Yeah, go hang out with Philip. Oh, wait, he's not there.
Try to go to Philip's juice guy.
Yeah, go to Philip's juice guy. I tried to get there, but we ran out of time. I wish I would have went there. I would have got a juice.
Yeah, and maybe try to go to the lot as well. Try to go to this.
Try to go to that. Try to go to this. Try to go to that. El Feo. El Feo. So we'll do a summary and we'll wrap this up. We got to get up at the crack of dawn, about 7 o'clock.
Don't exaggerate.
Fluffy, every time who gets up when we were doing breakfast buffet, I had to drag you out of bed, Fluffy.
Okay.
I kept going like this. Fluffy, wake up.
That's not what I'm trying to tell you. But what I'm trying to tell you, 7 o'clock is not crack of dawn.
You couldn't even get up.
Idiot.
You act like
Idiot.
oh, I can get up, no problem.
Idiot.
I had to wake you up 6 times, so you can't even get up at the crack of dawn.
I'm trying to tell you that 7 o'clock is not crack
It
of
is
dawn.
for you because
Drama,
you couldn't even get up that early.
Drama. You talk to the hand. Talk to the hand because the ear says this.
I don't even think most people, when I showed them that the first time the other day, they were like, oh, I didn't even know that's where people's description is. So I don't think anyone even clicks on that. To be honest, because I forgot who it was. I think it was Dark Brother. It was somebody. And they're like, what is your channel actually about? It says Will Travels. And I said, oh, I'm glad you brought that up. You can go right here, click on my description. And they're like, oh, I never even knew that was there. So a lot of people don't even do that. If we do the answers to that, we are.
Is Native now in Yatra?
I'm assuming if he said he found deals, I don't know how else he would find those deals. He bought a lobster for about $130,000 from a lady across the beach. A pet lobster? I don't know. I hear people will come in and say, hey, man, did you hear Fat and Broke got $300 today? Hey, did you hear Fat and Broke got $100 today? And I'm like, I don't really watch his stuff. I've watched a few of his live streams and popped in and out like maybe 5 times, but people will come in here. That's what I don't understand. So I wish someone could tell me this. Why is it a big secret of what the algorithm is for YouTube? Now you guys will say, oh, because they don't want everyone, but I'm not understanding. So the more people that watch your videos, the higher money that YouTube can sell your ad revenue would make them more money. So I don't understand. It would be like getting hired for a job and then your job doesn't tell you what your job description is. They're like, hey man, come into this factory and just kind of, walk around and put stuff together like however you want. And maybe it's good, maybe it's not. It's like YouTube, if you tell us to do specific kind of videos, we do them. The more views that we get. So YouTube charges companies ad revenue and they say, hey, Will has 5 million views a month. You get to pay $20 per 30 seconds, right? So I don't understand the secret of why YouTube doesn't tell traveler channels what they're supposed to do. If they told people what to do, they would make those videos and then they would get more views and then YouTube can charge these companies for all those views. So I don't understand the reasoning behind why YouTube doesn't tell you that.
Baby, come back.
I'm going to say, so I will not say that he's better than me in the aspect of videos, information, quality. I will definitely brag and say that my videos are better. I'm a better overall person, but I will say he's much more successful in the financial aspect, meaning he makes more money than me on the YouTube. He gets more people in the live stream and he has more subscribers. I will definitely say that.
You have to make things clear, Will, because people try to record that and make a clip out of it.
I don't care. That would have been nice for you all to meet up. No, she cooked it. I'm gonna try to be back in Danong before my visa expires.
You're calling us fluffies now?
Fluffies?
Yeah.
You're fluffy.
The fluffies.
Yeah, you're late.
But to be fair, Fat and Broke is much more successful financially than me on the YouTube aspect. He's more successful to me. He gets more live stream viewers and he has more subscribers than me. So in that aspect, he wins. But if we sat next to each other and you guys asked us, hey, Will, explain Vietnam visa situation, I would destroy him in that. He would be like, what's a Vietnam visa? But to be fair, I know a lot of stuff about Vietnam visas. I know how to get accommodation. He doesn't do visa runs. He's married, so I bet you he doesn't even know where to do visa runs. I'm sure he knows how to do visa runs, but he could not give you, he couldn't sit there and have a video and say, hey guys, this is how you do a visa run. This is how you go on the website. He couldn't put together a video and have B-roll. Like, he doesn't do any kind of video. He hits record, he posts a video, and it's just talking.
Talk and talk is not just talk.
When you're getting fluffier massage, as soon as we turn off the live stream. When she's sleeping, though. I think he's been doing YouTube for many, many years, a lot longer than me. I consider myself at the 1 year mark. So my YouTube channel is technically like 5 years old, but for like 4 years of that, it was just like posting a 30-second video with just music and like a clip. I didn't really start doing YouTube style videos until like the end of 2023.
The end of the road till I can't let go. It's so natural.
I say the video where some dude chased him and wanted to fight. I've heard of that, but I've never seen the video, but I heard that there's issues like that. But I've never seen the video.
Close your eyes, make a wish,
And clean the room. Pack your bags.
For tonight is just tonight. Where
I don't know if I have 5 years though. That's the problem, Native. I don't have 5 years of money to not make. Fluffy, they want to know. They said, does Ric Flair only come out in Danong? What is that? Fluffy. Jeez. I don't know. I don't think I have five. If I do not have 5 years of not breaking even.
525,000.
I don't think I would want to be him, but I would love to be in his position financially off of YouTube. I would love to be getting the tips that he gets. I would love to be getting the subscribers. Now, his characteristic and him, no. But his financial and subscribers, yes. But, man, so you guys talk bad about Fat and Broke, and he's not my style at all. But like I said, he gets subscriber. I mean, how many subscribers does he have? And he gets... I think Coconut Man sent him like $50 tips before. Coconut Man sends him money. Like, lots of guys send him money. They send him money. So he's doing something right. No matter what, as much as I don't agree with him, he gets subscribers, and his live streams are way longer, way higher views than, not views, but Fluffy, I need my charger.
Fluffy this,
Fluffy that, Fluffy this, Fluffy that. Fluffy, can I get it? Fluffy, it's gonna die.
Fluffy, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is.
Catch.
My charger.
Catch.
Go, Fluffy. So, let me plug this in. Yeah, that's what someone said. $300 tip. I don't think, I'm trying to think. I might have made $300 on all my tips combined during live streams. But he makes one, apparently, in one.
Hoy, Will, ano bang ginagawa mo?
So look,
Dal ka lang ng dal dyan. Tapos
36,000 subscribers. So he gets
Will,
30.
makinig ka nga sa akin. Hindi ka na
But,
Hindi ka ako tinutulungan. Tapos dal
but,
ka pa ng dal dyan. Hindi ka pa, hindi mo
so
pa-
here,
Hoy!
these are his videos,
Hoy,
right?
Hoy.
So he has 36,000 subscribers. These are not live streams. These are uploaded videos. In 10 days, he has 900 views. Like, how do you have, that's 90 views a day. How do you have 36,000 subscribers and have 900 views? Now he does have 4.9, but look, 3 weeks ago he has 500 views. 3 weeks ago, 700 views. 4 weeks ago, 900 views. How do you have 36,000 people with 900 views? Like, I am not bragging and being boastful, but look at my uploads. I have 5,900 subscribers, but look, in a video I have 2.9, I have 1,000, I have 500, I have 5.4 thousand 3 weeks ago. I have 3 weeks ago, I have 2.5 thousand, I have 1.2 thousand from 4 weeks ago, 1.6 thousand. Like,
Hoy,
my
Will,
videos get more and I have
dal-
6
dal
times
ka
less.
ng Dal dyan. Hindi mo kaya ako tulungan dito. Kanina ka pa dyan. Dal.
It was American dollars. I don't know. I wasn't there, but people have, a lot of people that come into the live stream, they watch him and they say, he got $300. And I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know. But I just don't understand. He's got 6 times more subscribers than me and his videos do 6 times less views than me. And I'm like, how? I'm like, I don't understand. I do not understand. But to be fair, look. To be fair, I do stuff like this.
Yeah! So gross.
So this is just the first.
So I have a preview,
I'm gonna take you through the day and show you.
right? So look, this is like my style video. I have an intro, right?
This is the hardest part of the visa. This is actually my 4th visa run.
I do voiceover, right?
Come back.
Let's just go pull up one of his videos. This is his uploaded, hey, let me put all my effort into a video. Like, this is me. Like, this is his quality. This is not live stream, but look. Let's do. This is his put all of his effort into a video. This is not a live stream. This is his edited, uploaded video. Look. No intro, no nothing. And then just look. It's just like,
Should be fun. We're gonna do a long format video.
so
Sophie.
let's see how he ends it. Does he have an outro?
Hoy, Will.
Let me take you down here and show you. I couldn't ask for too many better improvements. I would like a much quicker and better throttle response from down low. So I would like for it to have a more instant throttle. When I roll onto the throttle, I want it to be more responsive. I would like maybe a bit better shock in the back. Maybe a bit. Oh, I get.
Does he
Those
end
kind
it
of
normally?
victories.
Does he?
An hour if you want. It's just on motorbikes, $35 a day. Highly recommend.
I'll tell you when I'm done, Fluffy.
See,
Stay frosty. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the
Your
next one.
stuff.
Peace out.
I don't know. He has 5 years more of experience, so.
I smell like smoke.
He has to live with himself. But you guys, you got to remember, he is making money, and he has 36 subscribers. Yeah, that's scary, Fluffy.
Because you're not listening to me.
What do you want? You put away all your stuff, and I will find my shirt and my shorts.
No.
That's all I got to do. All I got to do is put my shirts and my shorts. That's what you get. That's what you get.
That's what you get when you fall in love.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
Fluffy, eat one of those cream puffs. It'll make you. I don't know. I don't know, guys. We are going to pack up. We are going to be on the first train smoking out of Wignon. I still feel like our refrigerator's not working. It's not cold. Buffy, you better drink that drink tonight.
Yeah, I will.
It's like you're a kid. I always have to tell you, Fluffy this, Fluffy that,
Don't tell
Fluffy
me.
this.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me what to do.
I'm not saying I want to be like him. I'm saying I just can't believe that he gets those numbers and that money. I feel like I'm doing something wrong when he can get that number.
Native gets this during.
Yeah, she made a mess. Look at all this stuff. None of that. Well, I'll take it back. That's mine. This is my GoPro, and that's my shorts. But everything else is hers. And we've only been here for 2 days, and we have to leave in 6 hours. And you're not cleaning up.
And then.
They said, look at the mess you made.
And then.
And then you got to clean it up.
And then.
And then you're fluffy.
And then. And then.
And then you need your medication.
And then. 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 And then.
So I guess we're gonna log out.
And then.
Sophie, have you seen? You never. I bet you never seen that movie.
And then.
You don't know that movie.
I don't know that movie.
Dude, where's my car?
You don't have car, Fluffy.
I don't know, dude. Dude, where's my car?
And then.
Maybe that drink has steroids in it.
And then. And then.
Oh, I got a scar right there. You see that scar? A nail went through my finger.
When?
All the way in and out. Let me see. Can you guys see that? Look, let's try to take a look. That's my scar. I have that finger is beat up pretty bad. That was a nail went through the front of that. And then look, I also have this cut. Can you guys see this one?
Why?
That one almost chopped off my finger when I was working at 16 at a restaurant. And I was cutting a... Damn, what was that fruit? Not fruit, a vegetable. I think it was like a rutabaga or something. It was something that was extremely hard. I almost cut my finger off. So, yeah, I was a kid. A nail went all the way through my finger on this side. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Let me try to show you
I
guys
don't
here.
even know that story.
I was like 6 or 7. There it goes. You guys can see. It went in the middle of my finger and it came out this way. So I don't know. It was so weird. I was a kid. I was playing with my cousin. And there was an upstairs and a downstairs to our apartment. We were outside. We went to go see if the neighbor was there. And I jumped from like the first, there's like a plateau. There was like 4 steps and then like a big platform and then steps to go down. And I jumped off and I grabbed the hand railing and there was a nail that was sticking out. And when I jumped off, like when I tried to grab the rail, the nail went right through and all the way out. And then you know how kids, whenever they hurt themselves, they kind of like, especially your fingers or something, you put your fingers in your mouth when you hurt yourself. I did that and I came down the stairs and my aunt and my stepmom were there. And so when they seen me, I had my finger in my mouth and they thought that I was just bleeding from my mouth because there was blood pouring out of my mouth. And then they had to, why are you laughing?
Sounds funny, and then.
And then they had to take me to the hospital. And I was scared because I never liked to go to the hospitals and I had to get stitches and everything. I was only like, I think I was about 8 or 9, but I had my finger in my mouth. I'm pretty sure I cried. I don't remember though, but I'm pretty sure I did. Is it smart to rent a car around Danong? I wouldn't do it myself just because of the fact that I'm terrified that they're always going to scam me. For one, you're not going to have a license. Americans cannot get legal licenses in Vietnam. So that's the first part. The second part is someone hits you, you're going to be paying. So for me, I would not do it. For 3, the traffic is insane. At least for an American. That was supposed to be root beer, but I think it's a root beer drink mixed with alcohol because
No.
yes, it is, Fluffy. It's two different drinks.
It's fermented.
We looked it up, Fluffy. Show them the name. It's called like Clavis and something. And when I looked it up, Clavis is like a fermented alcohol with slow amount of alcohol, and then the second name is like a root beer. So it's two drinks in one. One's a root beer and one's a very low content beer. So it's a 2-in-1 drink.
And then
So I guess we'll wrap up the summary. This is it from Wignon. This is also it for our travel trip. We did 9 days. This was only supposed to be 7 days. It stretched into 9. We are going to be back in Danong tomorrow, and I'm going to have a lot. I almost got ripped off by the Grab guy. We ate dinner, and we are going back home tomorrow. 5 hours back. If anyone's wondering, we will take 5 hours to get back, and then that's it. I don't know when we'll do another trip. So I almost got ripped off. I was mentioning it earlier on the Grab trip. So we will see you guys when we see.